Suze from Smarting Coaching. So I get asked quite often, what is a life coach? What do you do? Why do I need a life coach? So I just thought that I'd take some time in this video to just explain a few little things and just see maybe you might need a life coach too. So stay tuned and I'll give you the information that may just change your life. Have you ever talked to someone about your problems? Have you ever shared perhaps your deepest, darkest, most private things with people to get them out with a friend that you just need to share it with somebody and then it's come back to bite you? They've either told somebody about your things or they've discussed it with someone else. You're out with a group of your friends and this person that you've shared all your stuff with starts talking quite openly in front of the group of friends about the things that you discussed. I think that's a fear that a lot of us live with if we do share the deepest parts of ourselves, and so I think it stops us from doing that. Even to share with a partner or a trusted friend or somebody in your family that then later on down the track you may fall out with, and then all of a sudden out comes all of your secrets. That's a real fear, and I've spoken to many people that this has happened to, and it can really stop you from sharing your thoughts and your feelings and your problems with others because you're scared that it's going to happen again, and rightly so. And I think that makes us censor ourselves or not really share what's needed or not really be our whole selves in front of people for fear that we will be rejected or talked about. And I think that can be really hard, especially in the world today. I coached a young guy who talked about some of these things with me. And he said, I'm so glad, I love talking to you. You're like a friend. You're like somebody that I can share everything with, but I don't have to worry next week when I go out for coffee that you're going to be there and accidentally say something. That really hit home for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why working with a life coach can be so life-changing for people. You get to share all of your deepest, darkest thoughts, or you get to share your ideas, or the things that have hurt you, or the things that have happened to you that you're not really quite sure, or the things that you want to do in your life that you're really too scared to talk to other people about. And I truly believe that once you share your problem or your thoughts and get them out of you, and share them with somebody who is neutral and doesn't know anything about you, that is actually a great way to come up with your own solutions. Once you've emptied your head of all the different things that are running around in there constantly, it clears the way for you to find your own answers. And it may take a few sessions for those things to come. But I am there to guide you all the way and ask you questions that maybe you've never thought about before, or maybe you have and you've been hiding from yourself. And when you have sessions with a life coach, you work at your own pace, but you do have to work. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about life coaching is that you come to me with your problems and you spell it all out and you tell me and I give you a list of 5 things to do and then everything will be done. And that's actually not how it works. When you come to me, I don't tell you what to do. I guide you through some questions or some scenarios, or I poke and prod just a little bit more just to get you to open up and find that all the answers that you needed were actually there for you. You just needed to think about it in a different way, or you needed to step back, or maybe you just weren't being honest with yourself. Life coaching can be all sorts of things to all sorts of people. You may need an accountability buddy. You may need somebody who's going to kick your bum when you don't do the right thing, or someone that you've got to come to next week and you know if you haven't done your things, you're going to be in trouble. You may need a shoulder to cry on. You just may need a safe space where you can talk about things, where you can cry all those tears that you haven't cried. I've had people cry tears from years and years and years ago and unlock things that they didn't even realise were there. Sometimes talking to a life coach can help you reframe all sorts of things and clear them forever out of your way, out of your head, so that you can get on with life and you can do the things that you want to do. There are many reasons why people work with life coaches, and even life coaches have life coaches. So if you feel like you need somebody to talk to, you need a shoulder to cry on, you need somebody to kick you up the butt when you are being really, really lazy, whatever it may be, working with a life coach can really be like having your own cheerleader in your corner. And that can really, really help you in all sorts of ways in your life. I'm Suze from Smarting Coaching. Thanks so much for taking the time to spend with me, and I'll see you soon.